What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Regeneration Station. So this is a Wakatu-hopped Golden Ale that comes in at 4.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review, and this can is just over 7 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks, shout out once again to Hop Butcher for this beer, so big thanks to them. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies they hooked me up with. They hooked me up with 12 beers in total, 6 of which were unique, and this is one of the 6. And I always love when Hop Butcher fires off a beer mail that includes a lower ABV, non-hop forward style of beer. This is one of those beers. It's a Golden Ale, 4.5%. Now, when I was looking at the label, I didn't think too much about it, but then I looked at it on Tapped, and it said this one is brewed with Schiller Woods magic pump water. What does that mean? Well, I didn't know, so I actually did a little bit of research. Apparently, in Schiller Park, Illinois, there is a water pump that people say the water has magic properties or powers, and Hop Butcher decided to brew a beer with that water. And the funny thing is I actually looked at a Reddit thread, and they were talking about how like it had a high like sulfur content, so it had like that eggy kind of feel. Will that translate into this beer? I have no idea, but I do think it's pretty cool. I love Hop Butcher. They pay homage to a lot of local things, and this is another one of those examples. So anyway, let's crack it open, get in the glass, see what we got going on here. I'm kind of excited about this, and you know, I'm not always excited about golden ales, let's just say that. I don't drink enough blonde/golden ales, but yeah, we'll give it a pour here and see what we got going on. So yeah, it looks like it has decent clarity coming out of the can, but maybe not like brilliant clarity, but we'll see when I hold it up and look at it properly. Now, Wakatu hops I'm not super familiar with. I've had them, you know, probably a handful of times, but don't know too much about them. Yeah, so that has a decent clarity. You see the shadow in my hand. I don't know if you can make it out specifically. Hold up to light. This has a beautiful blonde golden color. That's basically what it is. Good carbonation, although I believe this has the etching at the bottom. Just over a finger of a super bright white, soap sudsy and somewhat creamy looking head. Of course, we have it in the hashtag proper glassware. So I think for like a golden ale, that actually looks very proper and very nice. Maybe a little bit more clarity would be nice, but it is Hop Butcher, so it's unfiltered, I would imagine. Anyway, nose. Lemon lime, tons of lemon lime. This almost smells, I mean, probably way off base, but this almost smells like a Mexican lager with like a lot of the American craft breweries brew. They throw lime in there. That's kind of what this smells like. It has this nice bready, biscuity, grainy nose. And then has a distinct like lemon lime character. Like kind of something you would get out of Motueka. And I don't know if Wakatu, I think it's either New Zealand or Australian, but I'm pretty sure it's a New Zealand hop. A little bit of a touch of like an orchard fruit. I like to say like the, I would say more of a red apple like skin in the nose. Maybe a pear skin. Touch of like an earthy kind of spicy floral hop character as well. It smells really refreshing. I like that lemon lime character though. Again, it's giving me Mexican lager vibes. It smells really good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again to Hop Butcher. I'm not picking up on any eggy sulfur note, though. That's really nice. I dig that a lot. Oh. This reminds me, I'm probably going to lose a lot of you just on what I'm going to say, but let me take one more sip before I say something incredibly stupid and you guys are like, huh? Yeah, this feels like a bigger, not bigger, let me take that back. A better, more flavorful version of something I just reviewed recently, Pacifico. Now, I reviewed that for Macro Monday. By the time you see this review, you know, it's probably going to be a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And I just also forgot to mention that I'm actually reviewing this the same day I reviewed their Sliders, which was their American Pale Ale, because they were both low ABV. I'm drinking them both on the same day, not posting them on the same day. You'll see this like a week or 2 after that one. But anyway, this is very akin to that Pacifico. It has, well, let's go body and mouthfeel. Body is not incredibly thin or anything or watery at 4.5. I'd say it's higher side of light, lower side of medium for 4.5. It's nice. The mouth feels super crisp, very clean on the palate. smooth going down. But the taste profile reminds me of Pacifico because it's very akin to that. Like up front, I get this grainy. The difference is that I'd imagine this doesn't have corn in it. So I'm not getting that like Tostitos hint of lime kind of corny sensation. I'm getting more of like a biscuity, bready kind of feeling on the palate. That dives underneath. It's omnipresent, never steps in the way, but it's always with me. And then front to back, lemon lime, more to the lime side of things. And it has a little bit on like the sides of my, like, you know, kind of like when you have like a margarita or you have salt, I do have a salinity along with that lemon lime vibe. And that's what I kind of got with Pacifico, is that I got a almost like a margarita-esque kind of like lime salt thing going on. And I'm getting that here, but it's more lemon lime. There's a little bit of orchard fruit halfway through the palate. Maybe a touch of like a orange or grapefruit at the front of the palate. It finishes with this, I would say, slightly spicy, floral earthiness. And this is mild to moderately bitter and then semi to full on dry. It's not too sweet to begin with at 4.5%. Very well balanced. I'm fucking digging this a lot. Like I could drink, you know, probably a 4-pack of that in a couple hours, be feeling really good. And, but it would be fun to do. I shit you not, I enjoy this more than the two beers that I reviewed recently, which was from them, their Sliders and their I'll Be Frank. Something about the Simcoe and Nelson in those beers for me just didn't do it seemed. And I'm pretty sure I was in the minority because they get pretty good ratings on Untappd, and a lot of my friends that I've seen, like check them in, seem to enjoy both those beers. I was kind of on the lower end of both of them. I'd take this over both of those beers any day of the week. And that's impressive because Hop Butcher is known for their hop-forward beers, and this is not a hop-forward beer, and is doing a great job at being this is what they do, though. This is what Hop Butcher does. Is it a golden ale? Yes. At its core, at its heart, it's a golden ale. But that Wakatu is adding, I think, the lemon lime. Maybe that kind of like salinity, minerality that I'm getting is maybe from the Schiller Woods magic water pump water. Like, I don't know. It's just really light, but not watery. Nice flavors, not overly complex, but complex enough, super drinkable, tasty golden ale. Interesting. I like this a lot. So I'm gonna lock in a rating here. Oh yeah, 4.5%, you can't tell, and you shouldn't. I'd say this has everything going for it for a golden ale. Well balanced, light on its feet, enough flavor to keep you interested. Good body and mouthfeel, and just really well done. Kudos to Hop Butcher. I know because it's a golden ale, probably on Untappd, this gets a fucking absurdly low score, but for me, Regeneration Station, I am going to give this a low 4.25 out of 5 and go 4.15. Yeah, I like it better than that the Sliders and the I'll Be Frank, and I'm probably, again, in the minority by a long shot. But just something about this beer does it for me. I'm starting to like, you know, a lot of these so-called, like, just, you know, beer flavored beer styles, like blonde and golden ales kind of, you know, step up from like your adjunct lagers. That's the stuff I'm starting to dig a little bit more nowadays. So I think this is really damn good. Tasting notes. Ooh, I thought it was, so I looked, I was like, does it say lemon lime? Because I nailed it, it says light lime. I would say it's a little bit more heavy on the lime, and I would say lemon lime instead of light lime, but yeah, lime for sure. Sweet floral, yeah, I said, what did I say? Did I say sweet floral? No, I said like a spicy floral earthiness. So I wouldn't say sweet floral, but floral for sure. And then bready grains. Yeah, that's very generic, but I also just said probably, I'd say bready, biscuity, grainy. Yeah, so I think they nailed the tasting notes for the most part. This is just a really well done beer. Price point availability, I think these are like $12 at the, I think this also is, this is $12, I'm pretty sure, at the brewery. I don't think this made distro at all because it was one of their taproom exclusives. Pretty sure that is the case. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is like $12 at the brewery. Might even be cheaper, I don't know, but probably in the $12 range. That's fine, I would pay that again for this. Unfortunately, you have to pick it up at their taproom. Beers like this are probably not going to see distribution because people aren't going to go nuts about them because it's a fucking golden ale, but I'm telling you, really good beer. So if you've had this one before, post in the comment section, let me know what you thought about it. One thing I notice about a lot of styles on my channel in general, certain styles get less views, less interaction. This is a Hop Butcher beer that's a golden ale. I'd imagine not a lot of people will post comments because a lot of people have never had this one, and you'll just see like golden ale and be like, whatever, right? But I'm telling you, beers like this, when they're well done, they are so damn tasty. And if you drink Hop Butcher stuff and you do like some lighter styles, like if you can get this one, if they still have it at the brewery or they re-release it at some point, do yourself a favor and grab it. I think you'll be surprised. So huge thanks to Hop Butcher for this beer. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here in the Beer Patrol. I got a couple more Hop Butcher that I'll be reviewing in the next week or two, and then no more from the box. So we should complete that probably by the end of April into early May. Anyway, to the next one. Cheers.